guys, welcome back to my channel. This is gonna be a shop my stash for my eyeshadow palettes. This is like my eyeshadow palette collection situation. If you have never seen these videos from me before, basically I just take you through a section of my makeup and swatch everything, give a little mini review, talk about it a little bit, and yeah, so it's kind of like more informative than a makeup collection. But my makeup collection, it's right there, check it out. These are gonna be all of my bigger palettes. I still have some of those like Wet n Wild palettes, like the bigger ones, like how many? 8 I think colors. Like trios, quads, singles, duos. I'm not doing those in this video, that'll be a different one. I have so many, so we're gonna dwindle it down into like specifics. So here are my eyeshadow palettes and I hope you guys enjoy. So just starting off randomly, here is an e.l.f. 18-piece eyeshadow palette. This is from their holiday collection. I don't know, I can't remember if they do geometric eyeshadows every single holiday or if this was just a thing one time. I can't remember. I feel like I should know. But these are the colors and some are better than others, I'm gonna be honest. The blues kind of let me down. They're not insane, they're not bad either, they're just like this blue right here is kind of blah. This one's actually kind of good, but overall they're fine. I don't reach for these honestly, but out of these like little sections, I think the gold, orange, bronzy ones are the best and the blacks are the worst. That's just a personal opinion though. They're still fine. If you see these, you want to snatch them up one time in your life, go for it. Especially if you use like an intense eyeshadow base for e.l.f., it'll be fine, like NYX Milk or any type of cream shadow, it'll be better. This is e.l.f.'s Geometric Eyeshadow book. So it has like a similar type of deal, and this one's in the color Glam, in case if you're wondering. And basically just has different sections. This is perfect if you're a beginner though, because it kind of shows you all the different shades and stuff. Like I said before with the other ones, I don't really gravitate towards this that much, but I do like having the option of all the colors, and some of them are pretty good, but there are a few that just don't really show up very well, so it's okay. Now I have 2 pretty big palettes I'm just going to get out of the way right now. This is a BH Cosmetics 88 color palette, and this is the Cool Matte edition, like the Cool Matte eyeshadows. I have a broken eyeshadow in here that I don't feel like repressing, so I just kind of throw all the crumbs of it together. So I'll kind of hold that into place while I show you. This is what it looks like. Mine came from Hot Look, or Hot Look. Ooh, look at that like little reflection it gives me. I think it looks nice. And some of the pans of the eyeshadows were just like not in correctly, so I've had to glue them in, so some of them might be out of place, but that's fine. I found some amazing eyeshadows in here. They're all very pigmented, perfect for colorful looks. If you saw my City Color Cosmetics review, that eye look was basically I think all from this palette. I love using this palette for very colorful looks because it has like every single color, a bunch of different shades, so it's perfect for blending out and stuff. So I really like it, and it's pretty darn inexpensive, especially off of Hot Look. Get it then. Similar in that way, I guess, I have the Eyes of Space Ultimate Eyeshadow Palette. I've had this for a while, maybe 2 or 3 years, honestly. This is one of my babies. I loved using this when I started off with makeup. I have some favorite shades, like this red one right here has got to be my favorite shade in the palette, as well as that green one up there. They're just incredible. Or no, not that green one. Sorry, this green one right here. They are incredible shades. There are so many in here that I love. I think this is a lot better than the geometric eyeshadow books that they come out with. This is perfect. I had this when I started off with makeup basically, and has every color. I just think it's wonderful, and there are some like shimmery shades in here that are buttery, like crazy buttery and amazingly pigmented, not just a few shadows here and there. Most of them are pretty good, so I would recommend getting this. I think it's just amazing, honestly. I just can't get enough of this. I have all of the Naked palettes. I have a review on all of the Naked palettes that I have. I have 1, 2, and 3. My favorite has to be 1 and then 3 and then 2, but 2 honestly is a very close second. I'm pretty close third, you know what I mean? It's like almost tied for second. It's really good, especially this certain like go-to look I have with it. I just think is amazing. So $54, I think, dollars or $52, but they're great quality. I love them. So definitely look into these if you want amazing quality, shimmers, mattes, satins, all the different stuff. Check them out. Okay, so now for Lorac shadows. I have 2 different palettes from them. I have the Lorac Pro palette, which everyone seems to have nowadays, but this is one, I think I've had this for a little under a year, so it's not been around for too long with me, but I have found, sorry, my nose is itchy, I can't help it. I have found so many good looks to do with these, it's insane. They're just beautiful shadows. The top is all matte, the bottom is all shimmery. They're great. I don't think there's one shadow in here that I hate. They're just all incredible. So I love this so much, and they're cheaper than the Naked palettes, so maybe check into it. They also have a second edition, which I don't have, but I'm so open to getting and I want really bad, but this is amazing. The other Lorac palette I have is this one, which is the Afterglow eyeshadow palette. I got mine from Nordstrom Rack, so I don't know if you can buy it off of Lorac anymore, but I know Hot Look or Hot Look, whatever, still has them if you're interested. Like, just check them out. They're there. I love this white highlighter right here. It's insane. The looks I can get with this palette are incredible. This like salmon-y toned pink shade is beautiful. These aren't the same formulation as the Lorac Pro shadows. They're a little bit, they're not as soft, but they're still pretty pigmented. So it's just weird how they're different formulations, but I still really like them. And I love, like I said, that salmon pink-ish coral color, as well as this white highlight shade. It's amazing. I love this palette. I think the colors in here are great, and it's a little bit better of a pigmentation than a drugstore shadow, so I get nice colorful looks sometimes with this, and they just come off a little bit more pigmented and distinct on the eyes, so I really like this. I have a few more BH Cosmetics palettes. I have the It's Duty Time palette, and sometimes you can find this on Hot Look, whatever. This is one of my favorite palettes, probably. I love it. I love the purples in it because, as we've talked about, I like purples. But I love this highlight shade right here. It's incredible. You get a very warm toned look with this palette, so if you're not into warm tones, you won't like this, but it's incredible. The black-ish kind of color right here reminds me of Urban Decay's Blackheart. Is that what it's called? The one, it's in the third palette, the black shade there. It reminds me of that. It's incredible. I just love this palette so much, and the packaging, it's cute. It's not like, oh my god, it's beautiful, but I think the shadows are way more important than what the packaging looks like, and it's pretty darn good. Now, I have also the That's Heart palette from BH. Hate this. I'm gonna be straight up. I like the face powders in this because it has eyeshadows and face powders, but the eyeshadows are just not good. They might swatch okay, but when you put them on the eyes, they just fade, especially like the colors that you think are gonna be crazy, like this purple shade. It's just, it's so faint, it's so sheer, it just makes me kind of mad that she spent this much time on packaging and then the eyeshadows just aren't that great, especially like, we know that BH Cosmetics eyeshadows can be insane, so why aren't these? It just makes me mad. The packaging is so cute though, I'm obsessed with that. That's about it, so I don't really know what goes into building the eyeshadows and like making them with the right texture. I'm not really sure if it was actually her fault, and I'm not trying to blame her and, you know, seem rude or whatever, but I'm just trying to let you guys know, if you see this, don't buy it unless if you really want to try those, like that bronzer, highlighter, and blush. Otherwise, it's not worth it. the last palette I have is from Sleek Makeup, and it is the one in Storm. And I have a full review on this, so I'll link it for ya. And this is what the palette looks like. Incredible shades. This pink one, as we all know, is my favorite. I want to find like a rose gold shade that is literally the exact same thing as this, because without this palette, or I mean without that color in my life when I finish it off, because I know that'll happen, I'm gonna freak out. There are a lot of colors in here that I love. There's one that I'm not crazy about, and it's this one right here. It's kind of like a green toned gold yellow shade. I don't really know. That's like the only one I don't like. But it has nice matte shades, a nice matte black. The blues in here are fabulous. The greens in here are beautiful as well. The bronzy shades, I love this. And if you're in Europe and you don't know what Sleek is, for some reason, I'm disappointed in you because it's beautiful. I love it so much. So, you guys, those were all of my palettes. Like I said, I still have to go through duos, trios, quads, singles, and any other palettes that's not in this drawer in particular. Let me know what other sections of my makeup collection do you want to see next. If you want the eyeshadows, or I don't know. Let me know, please. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to subscribe, comment, thumbs up, and all that jazz. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys! I smile big. The last palette I have is from Sleek Makeup. And what goes in the case? The looks. I have found so many insane. I haven't done a tutorial on one of these looks. I think so.
Let me love you till you feel alright.